All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one is called South Carolina's Deadliest Rap War, the chain that cost 2 rappers their lives. Let's get it.
October 21st of 2021, my only son, my son Christian, was killed in what was a murder for hire. I learned later that there had been an altercation between him and a young man who had recently gotten signed to like a little local rap label, and they had given him a chain.
Two-tone. Buzz.
Oh.
Damn, Nico, you made it.
Yeah, I heard that little shit through the wind. That's police shit. Won't turn me in. Hot box. It changed the Vince.
Oh, damn. Oh, this is the Black Zack nigga, yeah.
All be niggas listening. I'm on the money making mission.
WIS is getting a look at the Columbia-based rapper on federal RICO charges. 34-year-old Zachary Chapman, who goes by the rapper name Black Zack, pleaded not guilty in federal court yesterday. He was arrested by U.S. Marshals and booked inside a Spartanburg County jail this week. In a 22-page indictment, Chapman is accused of several crimes, including an alleged murder for hire plot in Columbia 4 years ago.
Did something like this. How? And how would you know that you have forgiven? How do you know? Because I thought I had forgiven the one who's, there's one of them who is in jail right now. He's doing his time. He took a plea. He went to court, took a plea. He apologized. He expressed regret and remorse for the part that he played in this. And
all this shit is over a fucking chain? This shit is all over a chain? That's crazy, bro. Niggas would really go to war. Well, really, it's about the principle at that point. You steal a nigga chain, it ain't even about the jury. It's about the principle, nigga. You robbed me, nigga.
And in that moment, I told him that I forgave him, but I'm not sure now.
You know the thing about murder? You might think you gotta wait for the moment, but it's never over. Ain't no statute of limitations on that. Today we talking about one of South Carolina's deadliest wars, all over a chain. Some say don't even hold real value. Imagine paying somebody to do a hit in 2025. At that point, you might as well turn yourself in. You gotta worry about the opposition, the same person you paid, and the police all at once. Recently, a South Carolina rapper was arrested. Not just a rapper, but allegedly a leader of a crew. The feds say traffic narcotics using planes, according to the indictment, which we'll later go over, that started back in 2020, the same year he was supposed to got signed. Now think about that. You make it out, only to run back to the streets just to keep up an image. That's what we got here today, but it gets deeper. 4 years ago, another local rapper was gunned down, and a rapper from that state who was recently arrested and indicted by the feds, according to them, paid for the hit, all over a pendant. And after
Oh my God. This nigga really paid for that shit? Bruh, come on, man. You can't be that. Nigga. Come on, Black Zack. You paid for a hit. You know everybody and their mama snitching in 2025 and telling it. This shit crazy.
4 long years, that victim's family is finally seeing justice, with the mother recently speaking out about what detectives told her. We'll later check out in that video. And before we go over the full story, I want to clear something up. There's been a lot of talk about CW in this indictment. People hurrying up trying to break the story, saying that stands for confidential witness. That's false. CW are the initials of the victim. Some folks just don't want to do research, but y'all know what we do, fam. But remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. In this video, we headed to Columbia, South Carolina, known as the heart of the state, right in the center.
Columbia, South Carolina.
Don't let the Southern charm fool you. Behind the college town energy and football games, the city been battling some of the highest crime rates in the state. Population-wise, you're talking close to 140,000 people. But the metro area is stretched near a million. And with that, you get a mix of young energy, mostly from the University of South Carolina. and the military crowd from Fort Jackson, which happens to be the biggest army training base in the country.
Fort Jackson is in South Carolina. Okay.
On the street level, it's different. You got sections like Top Notch Road, Colonial Drive, and Broad River, where a lot of these crews and up-and-coming rappers come from. Some really doing music, and some, according to law enforcement, still doing what come with it. And some will say a well-known rapper from Columbia, South Carolina is a 34-year-old man identified as Zachary Chapman, aka Black Zack. In 2020, he got signed to South Coast Music Group, the label that also signed DaBaby in 2000.
Oh, that's where I did first see his name come up at. Because bruh he used to work at Interscope, the nigga who owned that label. And he had Black Zack and okay. I'm like, where the fuck do I remember Black Zack from?
17 to help start his career.
Understand like who he is and what he is. He more than just an artist.
I'm on the money making mission.
He didn't want to work for nobody.
But it's same for the moment, Black Zack rap careers has been put on pause. On October 28, 2025, it was a Tuesday. The South Carolina-based rapper was arrested on multiple charges, including RICO conspiracy and murder in aid of racketeering. He was arrested by the U.S. Marshals, and in his 22-page indictment, prosecutor alleged that he was the founder and leader of DME, Dirty Money Entertainment, a street gang based in South Carolina who used music as a front. As the leader of the gang, the indictment claims that Black Zack directed all DME activities, while sometimes...
they doing this nigga like they did Cash Out. Y'all remember in Atlanta, Cash Out and his mama, and they used his label as like a gang organization? Uh-huh. Oh, that's crazy. They did that with YSL too, right? Well, YSL actually was a street thing, but yeah.
Delegating authority to other members and associates with other responsibilities. The indictment claims that DME operated out of Columbia, but owned several houses, including a house in Batherwood, where they held many of the operations. Now, many of the charges, they stem from a murder for hire plot in Columbia in 2021. The prosecutors say that Black Zack orchestrated after a rival gang member stole a diamond chain. But this is how it really went down. Now, according to Black Zack indictment, a lot of it is redacted, but it say the murder of a man who was identified as CW. According to the feds, he was a leader of the rival gang Rock Living, based out of South Carolina. CW stands for Christian Watson. Born December 25th, 1999, he was also a local aspiring rapper. His rap stage name was 60 We. He affiliated himself as a Crip.
Damn, Nico, you made it.
Yeah, I heard that little shit too.
His homie Rock Living Marty had put him at the very beginning of his music video Murder Man. And you can see Christian with the DME chain.
Oh, okay. So there goes the infamous chain that started this. The nigga snatched the nigga chain, and like these young niggas do, they want to show that they stole something, you know, because that's what you are, showing that you stole something on the internet, and yeah, it cost you your life.
Two-tone.
Now we'll later hear from Christian mom on how we got that chain and how it allegedly cost him his life. See, October 21st, 2021, deputies have responded to shots fired called on the 1800 block of Long Creek Drive near the Broad River and about a mile southeast of Columbia High School. When they arrived, deputies found Christian shot 13 times with his seatbelt on. He died at the scene. May he rest in peace. A love of condolences to his family. It will be later confirmed that he was set up. Check out this news clip.
Good evening to you, and thanks for joining us tonight for your news at 11. I'm Billie Jean Shaw.
Thanks so much for being with us tonight. I'm Greg Adeline. Our top story tonight, an investigation is underway after a man was found shot to death at a Columbia apartment complex.
According to deputies, the shooting happened late last night around 10 o'clock at the Prosper Fairways apartment homes. That's not too far from I-20 and Columbia's Broad River. Deputies say they found the man in a car that had been shot multiple times. That man was pronounced dead at the scene. He has
Now, months later, authorities...
They must have caught him while he was driving. They said he still had his seatbelt on. They must have caught that nigga while he was in motion, either pulling in or parking, and yeah, that's crazy.
Police were making arrests. December 2021.
Oh my God, bro. Look at this nigga. He did it. You never beaten the charges, brother. Come on, man. Do y'all think he did it? Yes or no? Do y'all? You ain't never beaten the charges with this mugshot, dog. Come on, man.
Juwan Johnson, 25 years old, was arrested for killing Christian. But here's where things start to fall apart for DME. He would later cooperate, take a plea, and that's when the true motive on why Christian lost his life was exposed to authorities. And in return, the feds picked up the case and not only investigated that murder, but also noticed the drug trafficking, allegedly, that Black Zack was indulging in. And because of that, 4 years later, October 28th, 2025, Black Zack would get arrested for a Fed case.
Oh, he turned informant, dog. His boy. Damn, you can't trust nobody, man. You can't trust nobody.
Including that murder for hire, allegedly over a DME chain.
WIS is getting a look at the Columbia-based rapper on federal RICO charges. 34-year-old Zachary Chapman, who goes by the rapper name Black Zack, pleaded not guilty in federal court yesterday. He was arrested by U.S. Marshals and booked inside a Spartanburg County jail this week. In a 22-page indictment, Chapman is accused of several crimes, including an alleged murder for hire plot in Columbia 4 years ago. You can read the full indictment right now on our website. Chapman is scheduled to have another hearing on Monday.
Now, while all this was going on social media, people was coming up with their speculation on CW, meaning, as we mentioned at the very beginning, stands for confidential witness, etc., etc. Christian mom had went to her social media platform and said,
this doesn't mean he's guilty, y'all. Black Zack, he's not guilty, because I know people are saying, oh, he did. You'll come to the assumption, oh, he did it. No. It's what you can prove. We don't know what he did. This could just be a hating ass nigga who in jail, who was once his homie that's hating on him because he probably missed a payment on putting money on his books. You know how these niggas do. They turn sour, man, when shit don't go, when they be in that jailhouse and, oh, bro, you ain't put no money on my books. I'm finna tell. I'm finna say you did this. Who knows, man? Who knows? You know, innocent till proven guilty, man.
The following, and before we hear what she had to say, she wrote this. I've been quiet while everybody else speak on this Black Zack thing, not knowing the details. For those speculating, CW does not stand for confidential witness. That stands for Christian Watson, the name I gave my son because he was born on Christmas Day. Put some respect on his name. He wasn't no angel, but he didn't deserve for somebody to take the cowardly way out, to pay somebody else to do their dirty work. This wasn't about a chain. This was about disrespect. My son was a man and stood up for what he did. You can listen to his story on my page. And let's not do too much, because all y'all gotta take the same walk my son took. But I hope you're right with Jesus when you go. Rest in heaven, Christian, aka Butter, aka Cutter. And to some of y'all, long live 60. So now we got all that out the way.
Wait. That's Mom's? Mom's talking like she was the shit. Mom's gangster.
Including the backstory. Check out what Christian mom had just said just 3 days ago on social media. As the news broke out, what she heard from detectives and what she had to come, including the real story and the alleged motive. Check it out.
That you can never be prepared for. But I will say this. I'll say that God let me know that my little 21-year-old, 130 pounds soaking wet, he was funny, he's charming, charismatic like his daddy. God let me know that my son was prepared to transition to the next life. And I know a lot of y'all saying, ain't no way, not that N-word 6, you know, but I never knew him as 6. That was Butter to me. That was Christian. That was my baby.
Yeah, it's always that way. There be stone cold killers in the streets. Everybody like, nigga, I know he ain't gonna make it to see nigga 2027, 2026. This nigga's a stone cold killer. He living life fast in the streets. But then you know what? To their mama, that's their little baby. He would never hurt a fly. He would never do this. No, that's my baby. No, ma'am, your son is a stone cold nut.
And so, and he did what we all do. Like, we all struggle between doing what we know is right and what we know is wrong. Christian was raised the right way. He was raised in church, but when he got a certain age, he did what he wanted to do. You know, when our kids get a certain age, we can't make them do nothing. All we can do is pray for them, you know, pray for their relationship with God, encourage their relationships with God.
Encourage it.
You really can't make decisions for them when they get a certain age. And so, you know, he was struggling with doing right and doing wrong. And it's a battle that we all go through. Everybody does it.
At the end of the day, fam, it's like I always say, you can beat the streets. You might outsmart them for a little while. You might even feel untouchable when the money start rolling in. But the streets don't love nobody. 4 years gone.
Streets don't love
watching
nobody.
mothers finally get some answers, but still no peace. Because justice don't bring nobody back. It just gives you a moment to breathe. For the ones still out there chasing respect, chasing the image, just remember, ain't no loyalty in this game. The same ones that hyped you up will be the same ones to testify on you. The same ones to tell you to slide will be the same ones that slide straight to the police when that pressure hit. If you made it out, stay out. If you trying to make it out, stay focused. Because one bad move, one chain, one so-called
it'll all be over.
Your whole story. Rest in peace to the victim. Prayers to the family. I mean, everybody watching this, take something from it. Not judgment, just understand it. Make sure y'all hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Family, I know this is the Family TV. We don't glorify it. We break it down so we can learn from it.
All right. And there you have it, man. The story of Black Zack and what happened there. So, yeah, man, he got... Shit, see, that's why you can't do... I always say don't do crime, man. Don't do crime, man. Listen, you feel like you're on top of the world. You got a bankroll. You got a lot of money. And sometimes you can get a little delusional in your head, like you above the law. You know what I'm saying? Like you above the law, like you untouchable, like nobody would ever come for you. Nobody would ever disrespect you. Nobody would ever snitch on you because they know how much power you got, and you will get them niggas hit. You get their family hit. They would never snitch on you until you realize that these niggas that you think know this are niggas that show stone cold killers or your gunners or your homies, until they get put in that tank and they throw some allegations with some large football-looking numbers at their ass to say, hey, either you tell us what Black Zack got going or we giving you 50 years for this murder. Oh, a nigga finna be like, hold on, wait a minute. Hey, y'all sure he ain't gonna find out, right? Y'all know he ain't gonna find out, is he? And this is a nigga that you paid, allegedly, to go do a hit for you. That's the, like, goddamn, that's fucked. The same scenario happened with the dude at Turkey Leg Hut in Houston. He paid them niggas to burn down his competitor's restaurant. And then when he got arrested and was in jail, you know, for something to get less time, he told on the owner who paid and snitched on him. So, you know, these niggas, they'll work with these motherfuckers to get less time. And now Black Zack, everything you had going, I mean, you got to fight this case, but it could all be gone and thrown away. All over this nigga that you thought was your boy, your partner. He snitched on you. So, yeah, man, don't do crime, man. That's the moral of the story. Let me know what y'all think about this story, man. What y'all think about this situation. What y'all think about Black Zack putting trust into the streets and to his people to do a murder for hire and now losing it all, possibly. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.